Welcome back to another edition of the Unpretty Space Podcast. I am your host, Bevy J, and I help individuals like you navigate life's unpretty moments. And friend, we about to do something completely different. Welcome to Unpretty Confessions. This is where you send me a situation, right? You tell me what happened. You tell me what you did. And you also got to tell me what they did too, okay? And we're going to talk about it. But here's the thing. While we're in this space, yes, we're listening to the confession, but we're also going to listen to what you did not say. Because sometimes the real story isn't actually in the confession. It's about what you did not say. And today, it's a whole lot of what this person did not say. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to dive right in because there is something underneath this confession. And let's talk about it. Dear Bevy J, I am 39 and I've been married to my wife for 11 years. We have 2 children. And about 6 months ago, I started noticing changes. She became protective of her phone, started working late, started going to the gym more. Nothing by itself screamed cheating, but after 11 years of marriage, you know when something feels different. One night she fell asleep with her phone unlocked, and I looked. I found messages between her and another man. Not just flirting, they had been sleeping together. And guess what? This man is someone I know. He's the father of our son's best friend. So yes, I've sat next to this man at birthday parties, football games, school events while he was sleeping with my wife. But here's where it gets complicated. I didn't confront them. I took screenshots and sent them to myself. And for the last 4 months, I've acted like I knew nothing. My wife ended the affair about 2 months ago from the messages I saw. She had ended it. Since then, she's actually been different, more affectionate, more present with our kids. She initiated date nights. She's even suggested marriage counseling because she says we've gotten disconnected. But she still hasn't confessed. Last week, she came home crying. She told me she realized she had taken our relationship, our marriage, for granted and said she wants us to start over. Then she asked me, is there anything you've ever done during our marriage that you haven't told me? Bevy, I almost laughed because there is. 7 years ago, during a rough period in our marriage, I cheated too. Just once. My wife never found out. I ended it immediately, and I've carried that secret ever since. So now I'm sitting here angry at my wife for doing the exact same thing I did to her. Except there's one difference. Her affair lasted months. Mine's happened once. Part of me wants to confront her. Part of me feels like a hypocrite. And another part of me wonders if this is finally the moment where both of us tell the truth. But here's the part that's really eating me alive. The man she cheated with still comes around because our sons are best friends. My wife doesn't know that I know. He doesn't know that I know. And every time this man shakes my hand, I have to shake back. Our son's birthday party is next month. His family is invited. Bevy, I don't know if I can shake that man's hand one more time. Do I confront my wife? Do I confess what I did 7 years ago? Do I confront him? Do we try to save our marriage? And what in the world do we do about our children who have absolutely no idea of any of this is happening? Sign the husband who knows everything. Now, friend, friend, first of all, friend, okay, come on, everybody, come on. We gonna all come down. We gonna sit at the round table because we gotta have a family meeting about this one. Cause I'm not understand. There was a lot. Y'all see what I'm saying? It was a lot he said, but it was also a lot he didn't say. And that's where I come in and you come in, and we need to unpack this. Like, there's something underneath this. There is something that happened. And so, before I go any further, before you say, oh no, divorce her, right? Before you take the wife's side, before you take his side, before you take the kid's side, we got to remember he cheated first. And that's what I want to unpack, right? We got to get underneath there because before she cheated, he cheated first. But he's mad because she cheated too. But he also cheated too. It's a lot going on here because y'all feeling what I'm feeling right now too, right? Y'all have to be feeling what I'm feeling because you're there. When it comes to cheating, you cannot count cheating points. There is no such thing. Like cheating, it's cheating, period. No matter if you did it once, just because you did it once does not save you. Just because you did it one time and you ended immediately does not mean anything. That does not mean that, well, I only did it once, but no, we do not keep score. Cheating is cheating. Whether you did it once, whether you did it 10 times, 20 times, 2 times. Cheating is cheating. But we got to ask, friend, why? Why did you cheat on her first? What was happening? I know you said it was a rough patch, but what was happening? Why could you not be, quote unquote, the bigger person and try to figure things out? Was it her? Were you trying and you just say, hey, let me just go try something, and now you feel bad about it? What happened? It's so many different things that I can say what happened. And going back to your question of, do I confront them? Do I come clean? Who, child? Come on. Bear with me right here. Because I need to go back and I want to go back and read the room. Okay? Because, friend, I need to ask you, the Unpretty tribe. Like, I got to ask you, what's worse? Your spouse sleeping with somebody once or carrying on an emotional and physical affair for 6 months? And you cannot say both. You just can't. You can't. You cannot say both. You have to pick which one is worse. That I slept with somebody once or carrying on an affair for 6 months. I'm going to say this. Friend, you got to confront her. But you okay, let me back this up. Do you want to work this out? I'm going to go from 2 points of view. We're going to say you obviously want to work this out because when you cheated, you stayed. You stayed because obviously you love your wife. Obviously you want your family. So you stayed. And that mistake that you did do, because I'm going to give you some grace right now. That mistake that you did commit, obviously you feel bad for it. But you got to ask yourself, do I want to save my marriage? Because if you say yes right now, you got to confront her. You got to come and let's sit at the table and we got to have a family meeting. You got to come clean, friend. Because if you're saying, hey, look, I want to rebuild my marriage and I want to build this stronger foundation, you got to come clean and you have to confront her and she must come clean, right? There's a lot that is happening. A lot of people want to run in this situation. Oh my gosh, he cheated. Oh my gosh, she cheated. The relationship is over. It's done. But not realizing that relationship is hard work, and this can make or break your relationship. There's a lot of healthy things that I did notice from her. The fact that she ended it. Yeah, I get it. It was 6 months. She did end it. She said, hey, we need to go to counseling. And she realized that she had been taking your relationship for granted. So this is the perfect time to say, hey, look, let's have a family meeting. We got to talk about this situation. And when y'all go into y'all counseling, because y'all are going to need counseling, because typically when we have a conflict in relationships, what happens? The person who is hurt, quote unquote, hurt the most is the one who is always wanting the validation, the reassurance. And they never want to give that person grace that hurt them, right? And then the crazy thing about it is both of y'all are actually probably feeling the same. You are probably feeling just as devastated as the other person. But when you got two people who are wrong, one person tends to say, I'm more devastated than you because you did it longer. How could you do this to me? But not realizing that, hey, you did it too. And then now it becomes a fight of pointing fingers. Well, you did it too. And you did it too. It's a back and forth. So definitely, immediately, counseling and GOD will definitely fix this problem because it is fixable. That's the good side of this. That's the pretty truth of this. It is fixable. And I guarantee you there are thousands and hundreds of thousands of couples who have went through something like this, who came out on the other side. So friend, you gotta talk to her. You have to talk to her. You gotta have those hard moments. And guess what else? Wifey, you ain't off the hook, girlfriend. You gonna be just as hurt. You probably are going to be overthinking. You probably are going to be like, I knew it. It was you. You're like everybody wants to point fingers. This is where you be human. Get your frustrations out. Get your emotions out. But you also got to create that safe space. Husband, you must tell your wife why you cheated. I hear a lot of men just say, I was bored. I was lonely. We got into a fight and temptation was there and I took it and I messed up. And wives, a lot of y'all sometimes say he's emotionally unavailable. He don't compliment me no more. He don't take me out no more. We really cheat for the stupidest things when you can just simply have a conversation with your spouse. But instead, we allow our ego, we allow our pride, we allow our circle, we allow social media to raise our relationships, and we grown as hell. Yeah, I said it. We literally allow social media to dictate our relationships. A lot of people find these social media clips of these relationship gurus, right? But nobody is talking about God in this mix. Nobody is talking about forgiveness in this mix. Everybody is always acting out on emotions and feelings. Where is the I need to pray for my husband? Where is I need to pray for my wife? Where is the covering in this relationship right now? Temptation. The devil comes to what? Kill, steal, and destroy. He hates marriages. He hates you. He hates her. So friend, what are you gonna do? Friend, God has to be in this mix. That's it, that's all. I don't need nothing else. God and y'all therapist needs to be in this mix to fix this problem, because it's fixable. Y'all, like I said earlier, because I feel like I'm going in a circle, because I'm like, my mind is just like, oh my gosh, like, ugh. I've been there. I've been cheated on before, emotionally and physically. I get how you probably feel, bruh. I ain't never had nobody that was in the close vicinity, far as, oh, this is my friend, or this is a friend of a friend, kind of, but not to that magnitude. But in the same token, you gotta shake hands with this man, and I can only imagine the rage, the anger that you may feel. But again, like I said, you have to ask yourself, is this marriage fixable? And it is. You ain't mentioned nothing about God. I pray that you are a believer, but you ain't said nothing about God. But other than, hold on, let me go back to what you said, because you asked a lot of questions, friend, and I want to make sure that I answer all of your questions before we keep moving. You said, do I confront my wife? Yes. Do I confess what I did 7 years ago? Absolutely. Do I confront him? Have that conversation with your wife first. But yes, you do confront him. You bring that to her first. Y'all work whatever it is that y'all need to work out, and then you confront him, because that's what you did not say. That, how, like, I'm just, how did that happen? Right? And do we try to save our marriage? Absolutely. And then about them babies. Before we go back to, do I confront him? You and your wife, y'all at the family table. Y'all having a family meeting. You letting her know, hey, look, you remember when you asked me, was there anything in our marriage that I had done that I did not tell you? It is. I did XYZ. I cheated on you 7 years ago. Let her be emotional. Let her get it out, if that's the case, right? Give her a moment to get her truth out. And I pray she's a stand-up woman, because she wants to go to counseling, right? She wants to start over. She's initiating things, and she realizes she's been taking y'all marriage for granted. So give her grace, because y'all both she's hurting for hurting you probably, right? And you've been hurting for hurting her, but now it's just like, we even. But it's deeper than we're just even. It's deeper than that. Again, it's a lot that you did not say in this relationship. Your marriage. It's a lot you did not say. Friend, it's a lot. It's a lot underneath your confession that you did not say. But again, you and her need to talk about the confronting of him. Because you ain't gonna want to hear this. It's a lot of forgiving and a lot of praying that's gonna have to happen here. It's gonna have to be a lot of trust, a lot of extra over explaining, extra over communicating, doing a whole lot, because both of y'all broke trust. So you cannot rebuild off of dishonesty again. You said you went through her phone. She obviously keeps her phone locked, and you didn't have the passcode. Now let's talk about phones real quick, right? I believe every married couple should have each other's passcode, right? However, that does not mean you abuse that. Let me go into this Amazon account. Let me go and see what he's liking. Let me go see what he's spending. And you don't abuse that. You still give them privacy, right? But for emergencies or whatever the case may be, oh babe, his hands are busy, and he like, oh babe, can you call so-and-so real quick? You should be able to go on there and call him and put it on speakerphone, or whatever the case may be. It ain't got to be that serious, and it ain't got to be that complicated. And if you are somebody who's saying, I just like my pride, you married, bruh. You are married, sis. You don't get no privacy when the Bible says that two shall become one. You are one flesh. All of that is out the door. You are married, but there is a level of privacy, but not to that magnitude, because whatever it is that you are doing, your spouse should be okay with whatever it is that you are doing. But if you're still hiding and sneaking and doing something, then that's the problem. Because who you are with your spouse, who you are in their face, should be who you are in private with them. So if you know you're not gonna talk to no other girl, no other guy, and so you know you ain't talking to your ex in front of them, what you do in front of them, it should be what you do in private. So if there is ever an issue, you ain't got no, what am I trying to say? You ain't got nothing to hide. Like when you are married, you should not have nothing to hide. And I think that needs to be a whole another topic about marriage and privacy and respecting each other's boundaries and all of that other stuff. But if y'all shall become one flesh, all of that is out the window. I'm sorry. I do believe there is a level of privacy to a certain extent. But if you know that you are doing something wrong, then yeah, let's talk about it. Because what you doing? But I'm yapping. The last comment, that's what choked me up. And what in the world do we do about our children who have absolutely no idea any of this is happening? Unpretty tribe, Unpretty gang, what do y'all recommend? Because I am not a mommy yet. And if that was me, if I was the wife and I disrespected my relationship, regardless of whether he did or not, we not talking about him, we talking about me as the wife. I cheated. I have my boys, my children involved in my mess. I got to take the L for that. I have to figure out a way to rebuild that. But I would no longer feel comfortable with this man coming around. But the fact that he's still coming around, like ain't nothing happened, ain't nothing going on, that is disturbing. That's why I said it's so much underneath this confession. But as me, I would immediately have to cut off that interaction. But then not to mention about, does this man have a woman? Is he married? It's so many different missing pieces. And why did that man feel that he had a chance in the first place? It's just so much that's underneath that. But them babies, them innocent babies, those best friends that are probably like brothers. How do you? Because now you got to make a sacrifice. Because now you must suffer for what you did. So now the husband might be like, yo, he can't come around here no more parties, no more gatherings, no more this, no more that. And now you got to explain that to possibly his wife. So it's a lot going on here, but most importantly, you have to reap what you sow. You have to. I don't know no other way friend, y'all tell me, cause what would you do? Cause I don't know. I would try my best to say, hey, I don't know. That's one I don't know, because I typically talk about what I know so far. I don't have kids. I don't have babies. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Because at the end of the day, what I would recommend for this couple, definitely go to therapy. Definitely put God in this mix. And definitely, your marriage can be saved. But you got to do the work. And it's about to be harder. It's going to be 30 times harder now. 100 times harder now. Because each of you have to become somebody different. And you must be able to give this person grace while they're healing. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. I'm looking at the time. Should this be a part 2 to this? Should it? No, we done. We done with this. We gon' okay. Okay. Yeah, friend. That was an unpretty confession for real, because it left me baffled. I'm just like, y'all should do this. Y'all. Okay, that was unpretty confession part. Unpretty confession number 1. I'm speechless. Huh. Okay. Let's hey, thank you for watching. And as I always say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And when you obey God, He blesses you real good. Amen. Tune in next week. Oh, if you have a confession that you want to send me, here's the email address. Come on, let's talk about it, because these are my confessions. God, this one messed me up. I'll talk to y'all next week.